7 community, Council had our council meeting this morning, which went for a few hours. There was a big agenda, but we managed to get through the agenda today. I just want to mention a couple of things with Bernard here to wrap up the council meeting for you. So we had a number of reports go up around community committees. In fact, there was 5 different reports endorsing the new community committees for each of those 5 committees. So there was the Australia Day Committee, the Access Committee, the Library Committee, Glencoe Hall Committee, and the Sale Yards Committee. So they all went through and were fully endorsed. And I do want to extend my thanks to all the community members that volunteer their time on those committees and contribute to informed council decision making. We had another report up for changing the name from Glen 7 Council to Glen Highlands Council. The resolution there was to endorse for the council officers to go out and consult broadly with the community. Unfortunately, that motion was lost 4-3, which from my perspective is disappointing because I did want to get the community's broader perspective. But that's the resolution of council and we'll now move forward.
Council's Audit, Risk and Improvement Committee plays a very important oversight and advisory role, particularly with regard to risk and assurance. Periodically, a strategic review is undertaken of the function of the committee, and Council received the report today around that. Overall, it found the committee performs very well and performs the function it needs to function. Some minor improvements were identified, but as I said, it is, in terms of having independent, experienced members overseeing our risk and assurance framework, it does provide comfort to council, and it was reassuring that in fact it is operating well. However, there are some improvements we can make.
Yeah, ARIC are important, they are independent, so it's another checkpoint to make sure that council's doing what it's supposed to be doing, and we do appreciate the ARIC's time on that committee. Moving on to Glen Sports Grounds, so there's a new plan of management that's been drafted, and council resolved to put that out on public exhibition. So watch out on social channels and other communication channels for council about a public hearing that will be developed to consult with the community on that plan of management. We also had the roads and bridges naming policy. Bernard, did you want to talk to that one?
Yes, look, occasionally we are in a position where we need to name either a road or a bridge. The previous policy was found to be a bit wanting, so a new policy has been developed which outlines the criteria and the framework and how we go about such a process. As I said, it doesn't happen often, but it is important that when the occasion does arise, we have a policy and framework to work to.
Yes, and we did put up an amendment to that officer recommendation to leverage a little bit more that policy to build placemaking and align with our geo-region status as well. So that's out on consultation, or will be out on consultation next week, so please have a look at that one. Also, we've got the Capital Works program. Bernard, do you want to just highlight a couple of quick things?
Yes, just 2 sort of reasonably significant projects. The resheeting of Hamills Lane. It's had some overdue work, but is in very good condition now. And one project which a lot of people will notice is the northern end of Grey Street. It has been in very poor condition, but instead of a gravel road, it's now sealed. So that's a terrific outcome.
Yes, great. And finally, we did have the quarterly update on the marketing engagement plan for Highlands Hub. The good thing about the report is it saw an uptick in utilisation. We are, however, not seeing that come through in revenue as much as we could, which is why there's a review of the fees and charges in next year's operational planning. So the hub is there obviously to support the community, co-working space, meeting spaces, boardroom, there's a training room. So please, if you've got a use for that, or you want to hold a meeting, please do think of the Highlands Hub. It's there for the community to use. It was built for the community as an idea from the community originally. So please do think about attending the hub or booking the hub in the future. So thank you very much. I also just want to quickly remind everyone to keep in touch with council channels Subscribe to our email updates because that's where you will receive more information. Not everyone's on social media, so encourage everyone to sign up to those email updates. Have a look at our council regular communications to keep informed. And of course, favourite our Have You Say portal page because that's where all of the consultation with our community happens. Thank you and have a great day.